So far, we have discussed about the postulates of molecular orbital theory. Now we are going to apply that. So today we are going to discuss about the molecular orbital and filling of electrons and the various ideas we are getting from filling of electrons. Okay. So first we will be discussing that the different various type of molecular orbitals present. So we have sigma, pi, and delta. But so we will discuss here only about sigma and pi molecular orbitals. Sigma molecular orbitals are formed by they are symmetrical around the bond axis, and pi molecular orbitals are not symmetrical around the bond axis. Okay, so here we can see how many sigma orbitals are there. Okay, we have bonding molecular orbitals and anti-bonding molecular orbitals, right? And let us see bonding molecular orbital 1s, 2s, 2pz. All these will form bonding molecular orbital 2px, 2py. All these will form. And whenever they form bonding molecular orbitals, sigma 1s, 2s, and 2pz will form sigma molecular orbitals. So these will be forming sigma and these will be forming pi. Okay. Whenever we are discussing about antibonding molecular orbitals, sigma, put a star upon that. So that is sigma star 1s, sigma star 2s, sigma star 2pz, and then pi star 2px and pi star 2py, and their energies are equal. 2px and 2py is having pi 2px and pi 2py is having same energy, and pi star 2px and pi star 2py is having same energy. Okay, so these are the molecular orbitals we are going to see here. Okay, so let us see how they are formed. 1s and 1s orbital combine and we will get antibonding and bonding molecular orbitals, sigma molecular orbitals. And this is 2pz will combine and we will get sigma 2pz and sigma star 2pz. And this is the formation of pi molecular orbital. Just to see and understand, that's not very important. And anti-bonding and bonding molecular orbital, we discussed. Sigma 1s is not here. So sigma 1s is also there. Sigma 1s, sigma star 1s. So these are the molecular orbitals that already we have seen. And if we are considering for oxygen and fluorine, the filling of electron in various orbital, the order is different. Okay. So sigma 1s is having the lowest energy here. And this is the increasing order of energy of the molecular orbital. So sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, sigma 2pz, and then pi 2px and pi 2py having same energy. So they are written like this. And pi star 2px and pi star 2py is having same energy. So we are writing it like this. And sigma star 2pz. Okay. Now, if the other molecules are concerned, what is the difference? Here there is a flipping. Sigma 2pz will come second. First pi 2px and pi 2p. Here sigma 2pz goes first. Now this flipping happened. This will come first and this second. So that is the only difference for other molecules. Okay. So what is electronic configuration? The distribution of electron among various molecular orbital is called electronic configuration. We are going to see that electronic configuration. Look at this hydrogen molecule. How we will write the electronic configuration? We have hydrogen. Hydrogen means two hydrogen. Molecule means two atoms are there. Each contain one electron. When you add them, you will have two electron, right? So the two electron, how we will fill, the order is like sigma 1s2. So you have only two electron that is filling here. Clear? So this is the electronic configuration. Here also you can see this is sigma orbital, 1s orbital. This is sigma 1 star 1s orbital. So antibonding molecular orbital, nothing is there, only in bonding molecular orbital. So we will get a various ideas from this electronic configuration. What is that idea? We will get some idea about the stability of the molecule. What idea we will get? First, we have to look at the number of electrons present in the bonding and non-bonding antibonding molecular orbitals. If the number of electrons present in bonding molecular orbital is greater than the number of electrons present in antibonding molecular orbital, that molecule is stable. If the number of bonding molecular orbital is less than or equal to the number of antibonding molecular orbital, then electron presenting the antibonding molecular orbital, the molecule will be unstable. Okay. For example, we discussed for hydrogen molecule, right? Sigma 1s2 is the molecular electronic configuration. So here, NB, bonding molecular orbital, you have two electron, antibonding molecular orbital, you have 0 electrons. So this is greater than the number of electron present in antibonding molecular orbital, so that this is a stable molecule. Okay, so the stability we will understand from this. Not only the stability, we will understand one more thing, that is very important thing, that is called a bond order. So how we will find out the bond order? The bond order, it's very easy to find out the bond order. Bond order is equal to number of electron present in the bonding molecular orbital minus number of electron present in antibonding molecular orbital divided by 2. So for hydrogen molecule, how it will be? Bonding molecular orbital contain 2 electron, antibonding 0 divided by 2. So 2 by 2 is equal to 1. So this will give you an idea. If bond order is equal to 1, it is a single bond. The bond between that molecule is single bond. Bond between the atoms in the molecule is single bond. If the bond order is equal to 2, double bond. If bond order is equal to 3, then triple bond. As the number of bond increases, the bond length decreases. So all the ideas we will get from this electronic configuration. Not only this, very important, another idea we are getting is the magnetic properties. If you have an unpaired electron in the bonding molecular orbital. In the case of hydrogen, we don't have unpaired electron. It is completely filled. So this is called a diamagnetic molecule. It is diamagnetic and it will repel in the magnetic field. Suppose you have an unpaired electron, then it is called a paramagnetic, okay, molecule, and that will attract in a magnetic field. These are the idea we will get from the electronic configuration. Now let us go one by one. So now let us say take the case of helium. Helium, as we discussed, helium is having 2 electrons. So as a total, you have 4 electrons. So we will write the electronic configuration like this. Okay, so when we do the bond order, how we will do? Bond order is equal to Nb minus Na by 2. So that is equal to 2. Both are 2, right? 2 minus 2 by 2. So that is equal to 0 by 2, 0. So that indicates this molecule is not going to exist. It is highly unstable. Since it is paired, it is also diamagnetic. It is not existing anyway. Okay, so this is an important question. In the paper, they can ask why He2 is not existing. Okay, the next molecule is lithium. Okay, so what is lithium? Lithium is having how many electrons? It is having 3 electrons. So as a total, 2 lithium means you have 6 electrons. So we will write 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. Sigma 1s2, sigma star 2s2 is not needed because only 6 electrons. So sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2. Now the bonding molecular orbital is equal to 4, non-bonding electron 2, not non-bonding. The electron present in antibonding molecular orbital is 2. So 4 minus 2 by 2, that is equal to 2 by 2, that is equal to 1. So 1 is the bond order, so it is stable, and also it is not having any unpaired electrons, so it is diamagnetic. Understand? So the next one is 4, that is carbon. So how we will write the electronic configuration of carbon? Easy to write. The electronic configuration of carbon is like this. It is having as a total of 12 electron. Each carbon 6, 6s plus 12. Okay, so we will write sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, 2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. So now it is 8 electron. 12 we have. Now we have pi 2px2, pi 2py2 because they have the same energy. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, 12 electron. Now we will find the bond order. Bond order is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 minus 4 divided by 2, that is equal to 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. 4 by 2 is equal to 2. So 2 is the bond order. So it is a stable molecule and magnetic molecule because it is not having any unpaired electron. Understand? So next molecule is oxygen. Let us discuss about oxygen because its electronic configuration is different, right? So let us see the for oxygen. So for oxygen, how we will write the electronic configuration? Oxygen is having 8 electron, right? So we will have 2 oxygen, so 16 electron. So sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. Now after sigma, we will have sigma 2pz, okay? Because the order is different for this one, 2. And after that, what we will get is pi 2px2, pi 2py2. So how many electron now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Now we have 2 more electron that we will fill in the antibonding molecular orbital sigma pi star 2px and pi star 2py. Since you have only 2 electron, one electron will fill because they are equal energy. They are having equal energy. We cannot fill 2 here. That is wrong. Okay. So now we are counting the number of bonding electron. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? So 10 minus 2, 4, 5, 6. 6 divided by 2, that is equal to 4 by 2, that is equal to 2. So oxygen, between oxygen, there is double bond. It is a stable molecule, but it is a paramagnetic molecule because it is having unpaired electron. Understand this idea we will get from here. And next we can see one more molecule that already we discussed oxygen. Okay, oxygen. So, so far we discussed about the electronic configuration and how can we write the electronic configuration and what all are the ideas we are getting from the electronic configuration. That's all for today.